Skills Show number 8, Absent-mindedness number 2, how to reduce it, that is. And this is John Keith, the memory trainer, and Dr. Joe Pons. Dr. Joe?
Yes, we kind of want to pick up where we left off last time. We gave you some strategies for remembering where you left your car. A lot of people, tons of people, always losing their vehicle in the parking lot, and they don't have a clue as to how to solve the problem. So we talked about that on the last time. And if you didn't see it that time, then we encourage you to go back and take a look at session 7. So today we want to still continue our theme of absent-mindedness. And let me ask you this question. Have you ever gone into a room and you have literally forgotten why you're there? You looked around and you just have no clue as to why you're there. And you need some help, and you hate to look kind of foolish, and everybody's looking at you because you're standing there, not doing anything, mouth dropped, and you're like the person that John was talking about last time, the Walking Dead.
The absent-mindedness Walking Dead.
Absent-mindedness. So you stand in the middle of the room, and you're looking around, and you just don't have a clue as to why you're there. Well, how can you solve that problem? Well, let me give you a couple of tips. First of all, before you go into the room, you're thinking about something, you have some need to go into the room to begin with, and the idea is to visualize in your mind's eye, see a picture of the object that you want, or whatever it is that you want from that room, picture it in your mind's eye, see it clearly, and form some silly connection between the room and the item that you want to retrieve from the room. And once you have this picture, then, once you get into that room, the connection will take place. You'll recall exactly why you were there. And it doesn't matter if someone interrupts you along the way, the phone could ring, somebody could knock on the door or whatever. The idea is that once you create that picture, you make that link between the room and the object that you want to retrieve from that room. Once you create this silly picture, ridiculous, absurd, whatever it is, just crazy picture in your mind's eye, then once you enter that room, you'll remember, you'll recall, it works every time.
And I mentioned, this is almost an exercise in association.
Yes.
And if you've been following our series, you know about association, how to make a ridiculous picture. But if you think you're not going to be able to do it, or you're going to have problems, don't. Don't be negative. Be optimistic. You'd be surprised. This technique gathers momentum, and you'll be using it, and you won't be... Remember, it won't eliminate all absent-mindedness because we are human. We will make mistakes, we will be absent-minded, but it will reduce it drastically.
Exactly. And then sometimes here's another technique that may work for you. If your picture is not crazy enough, ridiculous enough to begin with, so that once you get in the room, you can't remember, you don't remember what that association was, sometimes you can go back outside the room, go back to where you were before. In other words, retrace your steps. And then it'll dawn on you to say, oh yeah, that's why I went to the room, because I broke my pencil and I need to get another one. And it'll come back to you. And so then make your association, make it stronger, make it crazier this time, and then you'll lessen your chances of being absent-minded in that particular situation.
And also it's good practice for your mind's eye, association, and the other techniques we will be teaching you and have taught you in the different series. Well, that's fantastic. Well, I guess anything more, Dr. Joe? Or
well, that's probably
that's good. We're going to take increments about absent-mindedness and other subjects in the future. So for the Memory Skills Show number 8, thank you. This is John Keith, the memory trainer, and
Dr. Joe.
And we'll see you next time. Keep remembering, too.